problem for her.
Given what Twin Sails has achieved in comparison to a horse, say, like Puzzled Look, who won a Chepstow Fillies maiden at 2s on, there's a 5-point disparity between the two, and I know that Twin Sails is being supported and punters are latching on to perceived value at around about the 9-4 mark, now 2-1. Do you think Twin Sails represents value still at 2-1, given what he's done on a racetrack previously?
He's got obvious claims in the race. It's a large field, but as we've said already on the show about sales races, plenty of these are here for picking up prize money further down the field. One or two others we might mention. Skeeping, I think, is interesting. He needs to prove himself at 6 furlongs, but some of his form in maidens and conditions races stands up pretty well, I think. And the Richard Fahey runner, Bahamian Bird, there's quite a lot to like about her, and she may have better to come than she's shown so far, though she does need to improve quite a lot if Twin Sails is on top form.
Both Skeeping and Bahamian Bird are looking for their first win, and it would be nice to pick up an £81,000 cheque to the winner for a first success, a maiden success.
Yeah, probably a bit better than winning a maiden at Force Lass or something.
Absolutely. Big prizes on offer throughout the course of the afternoon here at Newmarket. It is the Tattersall sales races that attract some quality horses due to the prize money on offer, and Twin Sails has proven already with that good Group 2 fourth at Goodwood that he can cut it with some very talented 2-year-olds, and he is the form pick, the market pick at 2-1. As the last one goes into the stall, I think it will be Skeeping out of stall 5. So we're set for a start here at Newmarket. Sun's out, Alan Howes is set in the commentary box.
And they're off. They race away then for the £150,000 Tattersall's October Auction Stakes over 6 furlongs. And Cherry Call is one of the first ones to show, along with Receding Waves. They've been chased up by Poets Prize and Comedy Night. And the red headgear of Jack Carter is alongside Ocean 11, and Boise in the midfield. More near side is the Lilster, in company with Bahamian Bird, and Twin Sails near side with Valence Road. Right at the back of the field, outpaced is Regal Galaxy. Sarkis Gem also towards the back with Port Paradise as they race up, passing halfway. Cherry Call with the lead from Comedy Night. Near side is the Lilster, then Camino, Receding Waves and Twin Sails, who moves up with Menace. Valence Road has ridden along to try and challenge near side. Heading towards the final quarter mile, Cherry Call has the lead from Comedy Night. Poets Prize, Receding Waves, and Twin Sails is getting involved near side, ridden to challenge here by Robert Winston. Final furlong coming up. Poets Prize, Receding Waves and Cherry Call from Twin Sails, who tries to get organised. Skeeping trying to finish over on the far side. It's Poets Prize and Receding Waves, the two to battle out the finish with Twin Sails close up in behind. It's Poets Prize and Graham Gibbons just in front. Poets Prize beats Receding Waves. We're back in third, Twin Sails, then Skeeping and Puzzled Look never nearer in front of Ocean 11 and Sarkis Jam.
Poets Prize has landed this valuable prize for David Barron, and jockey Graham Gibbons has beaten Receding Waves into second and Twin Sails back in third. We'll take a look back at Newmarket a little later on, but we must get across to Redcar because the horses are already arriving at the start for their opening race on the card. It is the first division of this EBF Stallions Maiden Stakes over 7 furlongs. 4 Flyboy is out, no other changes. 11 to 10 on favourite is Fang for Brian Meehan and Paul Mulrennan. 9 to 2 Rivers of Asia. 6 to 1 Return of the Mac. 7 to 1 You and Me. 12 to 1 Luaith and 20 to 1 Bar Those. Once again, just before we go and join Niall at the track, Dave, any news with regard to Fang? I didn't know whether this was a horse that punters may be scared of or not. It looks, from what we're seeing on our graphic, that punters are prepared to go in here.
They have gone in all morning. I was just going to say I'd be very surprised if that 10 to 11 was a return, but it's now gone back to 4 to 5 because it's trading at 4 to 5 on exchanges. It's been solid. It was backed at Newbury last time out and then dried up, but it's had a few goes, so taking it up to Redcar to try and find a weak race might have been the plan, but Rivers of Asia has certainly been supported against it, and You and Me and Luath, although attracting money now, both of them in a small way, they've been the big drifters, along with Barabao, who was beaten a furlong by his stable companion at Hamilton last time out. It looks solid, but I just wonder whether it's had too many goes, this favourite.
OK, then Fang is 4-5 as they make their way behind the starting stalls. Niall, this is a race over the years. We've had 1 or 2 hot shots coming north from the southern big boy yards, and they've got turned over in this race. Do you think Fang can buck that trend today?
If he reproduces anywhere near his first run, I think he's home and hosed. But obviously, that was the 30th of May. We didn't see him again the 5th of September, so something was slightly amiss when we had that break. But he's ran a couple of times in September, last time out at Newbury in a hot maiden, which the form has already taken a boost. He's a horse who likes to make the run. He's a horse who's actually on all his starts has wore a tongue tie. He's got Paul Moran on board for the first time. He's a horse who likes to race prominently from stall 7. We heard from Paul, if you're with us, during Market Card, and he thought that them tactics are suited, are absolutely ideal around here. And in truth, it's probably a race that lacking depth. The second favourite is Rivers of Asia for Charlie McBride. Charlie's got runners at Newmarket this afternoon. He is up here to saddle Rivers of Asia and reports it to be a nice sort of horse, and he does think that he can win a maiden at some point. Will it be today? He was behind Zonderland. Obviously that was strong form last time out at Kempton over 7 furlongs. He made his debut on turf over 7 furlongs as well. 6-1 and bigger prices the rest. The return of the Max even is for Richard Fahey and Tony Hamilton. They took this race 12 months ago. He looks a big raw horse who will improve whatever he does here this afternoon. I did think that this was the stronger of the 2 divisions. I think that Fang sets a fair standard at the run. He's got a BHA mark of 79 after his 4 starts. He'll go in to stall 7, and Baraboo will go into stall 6. He's also having his 4th start this afternoon. He's a horse who dropping back after travelling strongly last time out at Hamilton. He's dropping back to 7 furlongs today. The favourite, I was going to say the winner, the favourite has gone 5-6 Fang, as he's been urged into his stall for our opener. First of 8 races on our 2-year-old trophy day here at the Red Card. Up in the commentary box, a busy day ahead for him, is Gareth Topham. Hi Gareth.
Hi Niall, hi everybody. Yeah, welcome along, great to be here at Redcar for a real quality afternoon's racing, and 2 divisions of this Save Our Steel EBF Stallions Maiden Stakes. Great to have these opening 2 races named as such, and Fang has just gone forward. Barabao will be the last. It's got a little bit warm, so Fang has gone in, and Barabao coming in to complete the lineup. They are ready for race 1. And they're off and racing for the first division of the Save Our Steel EBF Stallions Maiden Stakes, and Albert Boy broke out smartly in the yellow-coloured jacket and shows, with the market leader Fang towards the stand side racing prominently, and then over to the far side You and Me in the orange with Barabao and Return of the Mac hunting them up, with right over to the far side Rivers of Asia away to the extreme right as we look on down the course, then Luath, and more towards the back end of the field then Oscar Hughes in red and yellow colours, and also right at the back end is Ballycoil Girl, who's a little bit outpaced at this stage as they gallop on inside their final half a mile now, coming up the middle of the race course, and Fang has now taken over. So Fang with the white streak on his face goes past Albert Boy, who immediately comes under pressure. Far side is You and Me, and moving into 3rd place now is Return of the Mac, and the others now all with something to do as they gallop on down towards their final couple of furlongs, and Fang in front now, just being stoked up to in 2nd position You and Me, and they're being followed through by Return of the Mac, with back in behind those Rivers of Asia trying hard to stay on. A furlong and a half left to travel here. Fang does have a race on down the near side. Return of the Mac is making him go. Then over to the far side is You and Me. Further back to in 4th position Rivers of Asia, and inside the last they come, and Return of the Mac has taken over, just lugging a little bit over to the far side under a left-hand drive, but is safely pulling clear, and Return of the Mac for Richard Fahey will make a winning debut under Tony Hamilton. Getting through to be 2nd was Rivers of Asia. Fang 1 paced inside the final 2 furlongs, crossed the line in 3rd place. They were followed through by Albert Boy and You and Me.
Return of the Mac has started off what might be a very good day for trainer Richard Fahey, making his debut. The son of McPhee wins in the hands of Tony Hamilton. Fang, the favourite, could only finish back in 3rd. Fang running, certainly getting the run of the race, was out in front, but there to be shot at, and Return the Mac, despite just drifting across towards the far side rail, has won on his debut. And we mentioned this before the race, Dave, not for the first time, a real shorty coming up from the south, has got turned over in this maiden race.
No, absolutely. He seemed a strange one to be odds on, it has to be said. He's had plenty of goes, he's been backed before. People have got a lot of faith in this horse, and you can't say he had any excuses whatsoever. And I think both you and me and the winner could be decent prospects.
SP's are through. Return the Mac 6-1. Rivers of Asia 4-1. Fang, the 6-5 on favourite, back in third. Number 4 didn't go. 9 Rand.
William Hill sponsors coverage on Racing UK.
Robert Cowell joins me here at Ascot. He's got 3 runners in our opening contest, and what's a very good card here this afternoon. Welcome, Robert. How are your horses doing? Good, Nick?
Yeah, I think so, Angus. Yeah, we've had pretty steady stream of winners all year. Lots of 2-year-olds still to run, so hopefully we'll be knocking in a few at the end, sort of back end of the season.
Triple-handed here in the opening contest. Let's go to